Without much further ado, let's just dive into the debate. Will he be Sabka Chief Minister? That's the question we are asking tonight on debate number 1 on the News Hour. Good evening to our panel. Dr. Fuad Halim, spokesperson of the CPIM. Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, national spokesperson of the BJP. Professor Rakesh Sinha, RSS thinker. Syed Asim Waqar, national spokesperson of the AIMIM. Ghanshyam Tiwari, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. And we will have another guest joining us in a short while from now. But let's just open this panel and just ask them. Dr. Fuad Halim, what are you thinking after day 1 of Yogi Adityanath in Uttar Pradesh?
I'd like to take the comment that you started off the discussion with. On the first day, first show, we get a gist of exactly what Yogi Adityanath is going to do in his tenure. You know, he's taken a leaf out of the Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas discourse from Narendra Modi, and one has to understand that when Modi was talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, he was actually saying that the BJP is not going to have a single minority candidate in UP. Now that's very clear that what does Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas mean. And if you look at Yogi Adityanath, then you get a clear understanding.
He is Adityanath and not Baidyanath. So that's the first correction.
Yeah.
The second correction is, Dr. Fuad Halim, I do not personally agree with you that you need to have a Muslim candidate to represent and part of to be allotted seats to ensure that there is governance which will happen in a particular constituency, whatever be the construct of that constituency. You need a person who would govern, who would work as a person who's been given a mandate after being elected by the electorate. So the caste, creed, religion should not matter. But in your case, it does matter. So let's take that counter question back to Sudhanshu Trivedi. Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, is this all optics? Lal batti band kar denge, ek Muslim minister hai cabinet mein, and all that is being said about what he's done in Gorakhpur.
I'll just,
is that all tokenism? Fuad Halim, just opening comments, so I'll come back to you.
No, I finished off with you. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Continue with the debate.
No, Dr. Halim, Dr. Fuad Halim, please stay. You have to be part of the debate. Here on
if you
what
take
the
the first three, if you take the first 2-3 decisions taken by the Yogi government, one, he has said that everybody has to declare their property and assets within 15 days. Second, he has pledged that the entire motive of his government will be to ensure the justice to the lowermost section of the society, which is inspired by Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay's vision of Antyodaya, means Antim Vyakti Ka Uday. And third decision was to do away with the VIP culture. I am unable to understand what wrong they are perceiving in these things. Rather than, in my opinion, this is
he convincing?
An epoch of a new era.
Convincing yet? Is it early days, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, or is he convincing? Because there are some of these comments which will cloud his performance, Dr. Trivedi. It is his comments, and I think they will all come out. Where when he says, and I'm going to read this out, this is the same Yogi Adityanath who's quoted to have said that Hindus must remain alert of Muslims, and that Muslims consider terrorists their protectors. Now, can such an invective give anyone hope of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas? I'm going to put out all the doubts that people will have. We'll also talk about what he has done as a parliamentarian. But we have to address the concerns which are also there. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Whatever comments he has made, if you have to look those comments in the context, that I would like to put in a proper perspective. I would remind one thing. You remember in 2007, there was so much hue and cry about the clemency of Afzal Guru by the so-called secular parties. But this was the same year when they were not ready to give support for the second term of Dr. Abul Kalam. So, in a way, they themselves were trying to take the entire minority on the side of
Dr. Trivedi,
those who are accused of terror.
Trivedi, the comment that Anand was referring to that... Yes, no, the comment that Anand was referring to, Hindus must remain alert of Muslims, Muslims consider terrorists their protectors, was a comment that was made in December 2013. Now, I can quote you comments from February 2015, I can quote comments from last year, from 2007 or even before that. Now, let's not go there, and I don't think you will be able to individually sit and defend those comments. The question we are asking today is, Has he turned
No,
the
no,
page?
there is no
Has
question
he
of
turned a
defending.
leaf? Has he
अरे भाई, आप ये देख
genuinely
लीजिए ना,
taken
even-
a book, a page
even
out
come
of
to-
Prime Minister Modi's book, or is this just optics, sir? आप चाहें डिफेंड करा हर एक स्टेटमेंट को, तो हम वो पूरा लिस्ट खोल के बैठ
This is
सकते
not the
हैं,
optics.
सुधांशु त्रिवेदी।
अरे लिस्ट खोल के बैठिए, उस पर बाकायदा पूरे केस बाय केस उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन करेंगे। इसी
अच्छा।
पूर्वांचल में आजमगढ़ है, आजमगढ़ के संजरपुर में जाकर कांग्रेस के नेता दिग्विजय सिंह, राम नरेश यादव से लेकर सोनिया गांधी की आंखों में आंसू तक आ जाएंगे। इन द नेम ऑफ व्हाट? आई एम हैविंग ऑब्जेक्शन फॉर विच योगी आदित्यनाथ इज सेइंग इज करेक्ट। You are trying to portray entire thing on the pretext of minorities. You are unnecessarily connecting the entire community, whatever is called as terrorism.
So what does he mean when he says in Hindus? So what did he mean?
So many other things. So you have
we
to
genuinely didn't want to get into this because the idea was to look forward to read into the indications that he's given in the past 24 hours, and I think there is some hope there. But because you're raising this issue, what does he mean when he says in Hindu society everyone feels safe, every mother and sister feels safe, but why does a Muslim area feel insecure? Is this not fear mongering? Did he not resort to this? Let's not be in denial of this, because today we are even going to ask the rival parties of what they have been guilty of. What they have been guilty of in the past, that they should not be in denial of.
Tanvi, in the recently concluded Vidhan Sabha election, why he has said, in the recently concluded Vidhan Sabha election, कासगंज से जो समाजवादी पार्टी के उम्मीदवार थे, ओपनली टीवी पे देखा गया, वो क्या बोल रहे थे? अगर हमारी सरकार बनी तो किसी पुलिस वाले की हैसियत नहीं होगी कि किसी मुसलमान को छू दे। इलेक्शन कमीशन हैज टेकन नोटिस, बट व्हाट वाज द रिएक्शन फ्रॉम समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस? नो एक्शन। अरे भाई, वो तो एक टीवी पे आ गया, ऐसी तमाम चीजें थी। That's why these were the contests. Now I have quoted 2017, not 2007. So from over the years, these were the things. So whatever comment he has made, even at that time, should be taken in proper context.
No, proper context or not, were they right or wrong, and is that what's the narrative that's going to happen? Going ahead, Sudhanshu Trivedi. That's the question we are asking. Ghanshyam Tiwari, get into the debate. What do you think? What do you think of day one of Adityanath as Chief Minister? The instruction to the bureaucrats, the Swachhata Prant that he has had to take, the focus on the Sankalp Patra, that is a BJP manifesto. Does that impress you, or you still have your doubts?
Well, there's no question of doubt or getting impressed. The idea is simple. A new Chief Minister has taken over. He has a manifesto to work upon, and he is presenting his ideas on his first day. There is no reason to doubt that. As a young citizen of the country, I would be hopeful. I would be hopeful of anybody who wants to do good things for the country. But if you are trying to cast him in a different image, then I would like to remind you that, you know, the way Dr. Trivedi was describing, it was almost as if he was describing a revolutionary by the name of Yogi Adityanath. Well, there are a number of achievements like IPC Act 153A, 2 cases, IPC Act 295, 2 cases, IPC Act 506, 1 case, IPC Act 307, 2 cases, Godan Express burnt. So there are a number of other facets of the revolutionary that we are talking about. There are a number of other things that we can talk about. And today I came across a farce that is being played out on internet and various news agencies that Yogi ji is the most outstanding parliamentarian. You would not find a single document with due evidence that says he was among top 10 of parliamentarians. And if anything, Tanvi, I want to bring to your notice today's Economic Times that talks about his ideas on women. He says women energy or power should be controlled lest it become destructive. And on education of women, he says women must be educated lest Western notion of feminism takes over. So Tanvi, I want to ask you, should your power be controlled because otherwise you will become destructive?
Okay.
Or should your education be controlled because otherwise you will become feminist? Let's bring in another
panelist quickly,
so
just moving across to get initial inputs. Yes.
On the basis of their past,
point that you have raised, Ghanshyam Tiwari, taking it across to Rakesh Sinha. Rakesh Sinha, which version of Yogi Adityanath is to be taken seriously tonight?
No, Ghanshyam Tiwari raised a very important question, whether he is a genuine parliamentarian or not genuine parliamentarian. I am giving some empirical facts. This is based on PRS research, not my own research. that his attendance in parliament is 77% and Rahul Gandhi's attendance was 54%, average attendance. Second most important thing, that his participation debate in parliament is 56%, which is higher than the national average, that is 48.3%, and Rahul Gandhi's participation is 11%. Third important thing, that he raised 284 questions, national average is 180 questions, and Rahul Gandhi raised 0 questions. So I am not demonizing Rahul Gandhi. What I want to say, that he raised the question in parliament on child labor's education. He raised the question of BPL's insurance, below poverty line people's insurance. He raised the question of Indians, protection of Indians who are living outside the country. So these are the important.
Do we support this idea that women energy or power should be controlled?
Yogi Adityanath is being demonized.
Said in parliament.
Let me, Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, let me complete. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds
on this. That is parliament.
Give me 30 seconds.
Let Professor Rakesh Sinha rebut you, and Sudhanshu Trivedi will also come in. Ghanshyam Tiwari, allow them to speak. Yeah. Let them rebut you. You raised the point.
Anand, kindly ask him to have patience. Once I finish, then he can interject.
Yeah, but you can't go on in a monologue, Professor Rakesh Sinha. It's okay. You can
in
score.
A context,
we have the statistics too that he has raised and he has participated in debates in Parliament. But I'm asking you, where do you stand?
30 seconds.
What do you?
I'm asking for 30 seconds. I have just one quick point.
Go ahead, Professor.
He raised the question of love jihad, which is a bone of contention for the pseudo-secularist. But V.S. Achyutanandan, who was the Kerala Chief Minister in Delhi, in a press conference on 26 July 2010, he said Kerala's demography is being changed by money and marriages. Will you say that Achyutanandan was communalizing the Kerala's politics? Om and Chandi on the floor of the house.
No, 30 seconds up. 30 seconds up. Rakesh Sinha, get back to the question.
How many Hindus
what should we trust, sir? What should we trust? Should we trust? No, Rakesh Sinha, my question is straightforward. Sudhanshu Trivedi, what do I trust? What is Islam? The acts of Yogi Adityanath in Parliament, or the statements that Ghanshyam Tiwari is spelling out today? They're totally divergent.
That is also from Parliament. It's on Economic Times today.
Rakesh ji has already given an elaborate description about his performance.
You are defending Economic Times.
As about the various subjects which he has rose, he has reminded that the word love jihad was first used by Kerala Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan, who was from Communist Party. As far as Goraksha, it was started by Congress from the time of Jawaharlal Nehru. As far as the Common Civil Code, it is the directive of the Supreme Court. So all those things, on the pretext of which you try to portray Yogi Adityanath in a particular bracket, they were having origin from the other things, from left to Congress to Supreme Court.
Because you are so sincerely defending Yogi Adityanath and how he was defined, Sudhanshu Trivedi, please explain to me. Outside of the parliamentary record that we've already discussed, how would you define Yogi Adityanath and what kind of a leader he is for BJP? Is he not a firebrand leader? Is he not the leader who takes forward your agenda for Hindutva? Is he not a leader who on many occasions has spoken about love jihad? Is he not a leader who on many occasions has spoken controversial communal remarks?
If you want to see his actual agenda, I think you should have gone to Gorakhpur. Okay. And you should have seen that his charitable works were distributed, or you can say decimated, to all the sections of society, irrespective of caste and the communal angle. Even most of the beneficiaries were also from the minority community. As far as his commitment to the Hindutva is concerned, I think those who are raising question should try to go by the definition of Hindutva
are you trying to,
as referred in the textbook or referred by the Supreme Court. There is nothing wrong. As for, let me complete the sentence. As far as the issues which are raising, already I and Rakesh Sinha ji has given explanation that
so
they were initiated by other parties.
It was not by Yogi Adityanath. The sense that I'm getting is you are trying to tell me he is different. He is different as an administrator. He is different as a parliamentarian or as a chief minister, but he is different when he is campaigning and he is a leader of the Hindu Vaini Sabha.
So are you saying
is that what it is? Why is it that there are so many charges of rioting, criminal intimidation, and attempt to murder still?
No.
Is that how he was used? Is he a good? He may be a good administrator, but is he also a different tool for you when it comes to the Hindutva agenda and campaigning? Then, sir.
No. He is always inspired by the ideology and the philosophy, which he himself has mentioned in his first press conference, that he is inspired by Deen Dayal Upadhyay's Antyodaya, means upliftment of the poor of the poorest. And as far as the Hindutva is concerned, I think this is the most benevolent concept in the entire world. Forget about what we and you, in your opinion, what RSS is saying. आप ये देखिए कि कार्ल सेगन क्या कहते हैं, या बड़े से बड़े साइंटिस्ट जो थे ओपेनहाइमर क्या कहते हैं, देख लीजिए ना. विवेकानंद ने क्या कहा वो सब छोड़ दीजिए. इसलिए मैं कहता हूं कि his concept, his inspiration is always motivated by the positive concept and is targeted towards the most deprived section of the society.
But Ghanshyam Tiwari, now, okay, I have more questions. I'm not yet 100% convinced. We are asking you these questions because these doubts will linger, Ghanshyam Tiwari, and it is by his actions that he will have to prove them wrong. Syed Asim Waqar also joins us. Syed Asim Waqar, we had lost the audio connection with you, but can you hear us now? आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? बीच में आपका फोन लाइन कट गया था वसा वकार साहब, इसके लिए हम रुके थे. अब आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
जी जी,
आपको आ रही है
आवाज मिल रही है जी. आपकी आवाज.
आप क्या कहना चाह, आपको क्या लगता है योगी जी ने कैसा किया पहले दिन?
नहीं, देखिए, पहला दिन और दूसरा दिन के सवाल नहीं उठता है. मैं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी से कहना चाहता हूं कि पिछले 31 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जो आइडियोलॉजी हिंदुस्तान में दिखाई है और जिस तरह की आइडियोलॉजी योगी जी की है, उनके जो अपना राजनीतिक और गैर राजनीतिक जो उनका जीवन है, उस जिंदगी में उन्होंने कभी आज तक किसी तरह के विकास की बात ही नहीं की, सिवाय रेडिकल बातों करने के, दूसरे धर्म पर हमला करने के, हथियार बांटने के, त्रिशूल बांटने के. ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे. कोई आज तक आप रिकॉर्ड नहीं दे पाएंगे कि
उन्होंने काम क्या किया है.
बात को
नहीं, आपने कहा बात नहीं की, आपको पता है उन्होंने क्या काम किया है? आप तो यूपी के निवासी हैं. गोरखपुर में
तो
क्या काम किया है?
क्या काम किया है?
वहां से 5 बार चुनकर वो सदन में गए हैं, गोरखपुर का रिप्रेजेंटेशन किया है. क्या क्या मसले, क्या क्या मुद्दे उठाए उन्होंने?
सर चुन के तो सर
आप तो बात की आप उनके कहने की कथन की बात कर रहे हैं. मैं अब काम की बात करता हूं. घनश्याम तिवारी और उनके जो लीडर हैं अखिलेश यादव, वो चाहते थे कि भाजपा काम की बात करे. तो चलिए थोड़ा काम की बात करते हैं. आप मुझे बताइए कि योगी आदित्यनाथ के किसी एक काम से आप नाखुश हैं? उनकी कथनी अलग, कथनी पर तो हम सवाल कर ही रहे हैं. उनके कर्म, उन्होंने क्या किया है ऐसा जिससे कि आप
योगी जी की जो मानसिकता है, योगी जी की सोच है, योगी जी का तरीका काम करने का है, योगी जी की जो बात करने का तरीका है, योगी जी की जो आइडियोलॉजी है, मैं समझता हूं कोई भी सेकुलर आदमी और कोई भी अच्छी मानसिकता का आदमी उनसे खुश नहीं हो सकता है.
अच्छा, वो जो
मुख्यमंत्री बन गए, उन्होंने शपथ ले ली है,
वो निष्पक्ष किसी की भी मदद करते हैं. वो निष्पक्ष किसी से ये नहीं पूछते कि तुम्हारी जात क्या है, तुम्हारा धर्म क्या है, लेकिन उनकी मदद करते हैं उनकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में. इसका तो व्याख्यान भी हुआ है. सवाल उठाए उन्होंने क्या क्या मुद्दे, कैसे कैसे मुद्दों पे आपने देखा है कि उन्होंने किन किन मुद्दों पर पार्लियामेंट में सवाल उठाया है? एक भी
can talk about the
yes, Ghanshyam Tiwari, go ahead. No, I want to know. This is something which I want to talk about. Latest questions he has asked pertain to lack of facilities to treat mosquito-borne diseases. Gorakhpur has an issue of Japanese encephalitis.
आप मुझे बात कर लेने दीजिए.
एक मिनट, अब आप लोग सब साथ में ना बोले. आप लोग साथ में ना बोले. एक मिनट. समाजवादी पार्टी और AIMIM के वक्ताओं से मैं अनुरोध करूंगा जरा 2 मिनट रुक जाएं. मेरा सवाल सुन ले, देन 1 by 1 आंसर. आप लोग साथ में बोलेंगे, किसी को कुछ सुनाई नहीं देगा. Nobody is going to hear anything.
इतने आरोपों के बाद भी 2015 और 16 में
nobody is going to hear anything.
बेस्ट मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट का अवार्ड दिया था.
आसिम वकार, the latest questions he asked.
आप लोग रेडिकल कहते थे,
आप सुनिए तो सही. आप सुनिए तो सही.
असद ओवैसी को भारत सरकार,
सर मैं एक बात बताऊं. सर मैं एक बात बताऊं. देखिए, हर किसी के बारे में हम एक धारणा बना लेते हैं. आसिम वकार, अब आप मेरी बात सुनिए 1 मिनट. हर व्यक्ति के बारे में, उनके कथन पर हम उनके बारे में एक धारणा बना लेते हैं. 2013 on this very channel, while I was working with Times Now, I have used the hashtag vitriolic Yogi. I have come out and criticized openly what Yogi Adityanath has said, and tonight the hashtag on the channel is Yogi Ka Yug.
नहीं, मैं तो वही योगी जी को
नहीं
जानता हूं जो
नहीं, उसी योगी की बात कर रहे हैं हम उसी योगी की बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मैं आपको बता रहा हूं बात कहां पे डिफरेंट कहां पे होती है। उनके कहने पर हमें अब भी संदेह है, उनके कथन पर हम अब भी सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, पर उनके काम पर बात कीजिए ना, आप उनके काम पर मुझसे बात कीजिए, मुझसे कहिए कि काम पर योगी आदित्यनाथ गलत हैं। आप बताइए, आज उन्होंने अगर सारे ब्यूरोक्रेट्स को बुलाकर कहा कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर प्रायोरिटी है, तो क्या उन्होंने गलत किया?
अपनी विचारधारा से बाहर निकलने
क्या उन्होंने गलत किया?
मुख्यमंत्री को
आप मुझे बताइए
सर, फिर मैंने आपसे कहा,
देखिए, जब किसी व्यक्ति के काम पर आपको लगता है कि वो बदल गए हैं, सुधार हो सकता है, सत्ता में आने के बाद, कुर्सी पर बैठने के बाद उनका आचार, उनके विचार, उनका लोगों की तरफ रुझान बदल सकता है, तो उसका क्रेडिट भी आप उन्हें दीजिए। एज एन एमपी अगर वो 5 बार चुनकर आए, उन्होंने कुछ तो किया होगा ना, इसीलिए 5 बार चुनकर आए हैं ना। ये भी तो सोचिए, ये भी तो सोचिए। मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं कि उन्होंने जो कुछ कहा सही कहा, उन्होंने क्या कहा, सब कुछ हम पढ़ देंगे यहाँ पर उन्होंने क्या क्या किया वो भी पढ़ना हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, वो हम कर रहे हैं।
पाकिस्तान भेजा,
वी आर डूइंग दैट, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू। प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, घनश्याम तिवारी, काम की बात, टेल मी, डू यू हैव अ प्रॉब्लम व्हेन ही टॉक्स अबाउट जापानीज एन्सेफेलाइटिस इन गोरखपुर? And the issue in his constituency,
बनने के बाद
something that you and your government should have addressed when you were in power for 5 years.
उनकी जो ज़हनियत है उसमें बदलाव आएगा और वो मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी गरिमा समझेंगे।
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm also looking at his record of what he has done. We were also surprised.
I want to
why
come
is
in
somebody
for
who
a
was earlier
concluding
called a
point,
vitriolic
please allow
yogi
me.
today the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, because his work is different from what his words have been. Is that possible? Can that be believed? Can you look at his work, Ghanshyam Tiwari? Yes.
मैं समाजवादी पार्टी में था,
Ghanshyam Tiwari.
जब मैं समाजवादी पार्टी में था,
हाँ,
जब मैं समाजवादी पार्टी में था तब भी मेरी एक लड़ाई थी।
हाँ।
मैं समाजवादी पार्टी में रहने के बाद भी मैं मुसलमानों के बच्चों की शिक्षा की बात करता था, मैं उनकी नौकरियों की बात करता था।
वही तो फर्क है ना,
रोशन
आप सिर्फ मुसलमानों के बच्चों की शिक्षा की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं सबके बच्चों की शिक्षा की बात करने वालों की बात कर रहा हूँ।
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है सईद असीम वकारजी। The point here is that here is a party that is constantly sending signals, that has got the massive mandate, because they are not talking about one community right now.
काम करेंगे आप, हमारे
आप बोलते जा रहे हैं या वापस से कॉल कर दीजिए, आपको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है।
बच्चों को अच्छी नौकरियां देने का काम करेंगे।
अरे सईद असीम वकारजी, can you please listen to what others have to say here now, or will you just go on and on?
करता था, आप मुख्यमंत्री, आपसे मेरी उम्मीद यही है।
Okay, I don't think he can hear us. We're just going to move on, and I am going to take this point to Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari, is that the point that all the other rival parties seem to be missing? That it is about development for all, that it is time to rise above the religion and the caste distinction and start working for everybody. That is what Yogi Adityanath seems to have learned from the message that was driven by the center, and now he is trying to implement the same. On day one, he came out and said no Lal Batti culture. On day one, he came and told his mantris, disclose all your assets. News that is coming out right now is that he's already started the cleanup in the system and in the CM's office.
Yes,
Anand.
he has sacked all non-government advisors, chairman, deputy chairman, members in corporations, committees and departments from their duties. Now, these posts were all conveniently created during the Akhilesh Yadav government. So he's already cutting the flap, Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Well, I welcome, as I said, I welcome a new chief minister who's gone about doing his work. But if you are telling me that his past does not matter, I want to ask you and and everybody else that it is on the foundation of his past and his rhetoric that he has taken this leadership position. It is nobody has the capability to look into his future and give him a role like this. And
no,
if the
I'm
foundations of past
have you
can
looked
be
at his work
forgotten
record?
so easily,
तो
then I would like to appeal that every individual in Uttar Pradesh who has cases like IPC 153A, 295, 506, 147, 148, 149.
So which will you rather go with?
Anybody who has cases similar to Yogi Adityanath ji and today is
Gayatri Prajapati, does that name ring home?
Given some important
Arun Verma, does that name ring home?
so that he can transform
Should I name some more?
and transform society.
Ghanshyam Tiwari, when you talk about IPC and cases against certain leaders, please, the Samajwadi Party should be one of the last parties to talk about it, because till the last day you continue to defend, and till date you continue to defend Gayatri Prajapati. You continue to defend Arun Verma. You continue to defend all of the others. So when it is cases against your ministers and your leaders, then it is politically motivated. When it is cases against somebody else, oh, look at the fact that he's got IPC slapped against him.
If those cases are pardonable, it should be universally pardonable for everybody.
Invite everybody out of jail. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I don't believe in this logic. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I don't believe in this logic. You used to give us, and your government used to give us this answer for every single case of serious crime that we raised and asked questions of Akhilesh Yadav. We were given the answer that let the investigation happen. You media people jump for everything. You media people exaggerate everything. Let the investigation happen and we'll find out what the truth is. Now in all of these cases, Ghanshyam Tiwari, in all of these cases, details of which I also have, sir, of all criminal intimidation, rioting, attempt to murder, all of these sections that you're counting out for Yogi Adityanath, has he been convicted in any? Should I give you the same logic that you gave us all these years? Every time we asked you for a case, when we asked you for Gayatri Prajapati, you turned around and said, let there be an investigation. What happened in Badau? Then if that was the logic, then why is your logic changing tonight? I am going to take this question across to Rakesh Sinha. Rakesh Sinha, does it look like the situation has been made far more easier by the rival parties for BJP and even Yogi Adityanath to come be the chief minister and crack down? That it is the right thing to do and the most obvious thing to do for Yogi Adityanath right now, to look at law and order, speak about women's security and crime against women, because things were so bad, because they took the benchmark so low. Rakesh Sinha.
Look, Yogi Adityanath began his inning with developmental administration and emphasizing on law and order. Instead of appreciating him, they are using the politics of perception. Look, the politics of perception has limited use. I have two quick points to Ghanshyam Tiwari. Your party has given exalted position to Azam Khan and Mukhtar Ansari. And it is your political morality you are questioning Yogi Adityanath. It is not the fault of the Ghanshyam Tiwari or other pseudo secularists. You know, Indian politics has entered into a very important era. That era is a new discussion on secularism. The pseudo secularism essentializes the compartmentalization between majority and minority. Credit goes to Narendra Modi, and he uncared for his image. He uncared for the culture of demonization, and he asserted that there should be no symbolism for the secularism, substantive secularism. And that is the perpetuation of that substantive secularism, this mandate in Uttar Pradesh. One after other mandate compares that the roots of the historical root of the secularism. It is not the European borrowed secularism in India.
No, not just that. Not just that.
जाएंगे जब आप सही तरीके से विचार करेंगे.
Asim Bakar, आपके साथ तारिक सिद्दीकी बैठे हैं. So we just saying good evening to him.
He has been a parliamentarian.
Rakesh Sinha,
he has a larger constituency.
Let Asim Bakar
he has a larger constituency than any leader of Uttar Pradesh.
Let Asim Bakar speak. Let Asim Bakar speak. He wants to rebut. Sudhanshu Trivedi with us. तारिक सिद्दीकी भी है. Asim Bakar साहब ये बताइए. आसिम बकार आपके साथ तारिक सिद्दीकी हैं, तो आप अपनी बात रखिए.
क्यों नहीं करते हैं?
आप अपनी बात रखिए, उसके बाद तारिक सिद्दीकी से बात करें.
ईसाई चलता रहेगा.
सिन्हा जी, प्रोफेसर साहब रुकिए. यस, आसिम बकार.
नहीं, सिन्हा साहब, मैंने आपसे कहा कि आप अपने को विचारक कहते हैं. विचारक का मतलब ये होता है कि वो सभी के बारे में सही विचार करता है. लेकिन आप हाफ टाइम विचारक हैं. आप आधा विचार करते हैं और बाकी में डिस विचार कर देते हैं. आप उनको तो अपराधी मानते हैं जो दूसरी कम्युनिटी से आते हैं, लेकिन आप क्या जो अपने जो अपराधी हैं आप उनका नाम लेना पसंद नहीं करते. तो आप क्या समझते हैं कि हिंदुस्तान की आवाम बेवकूफ है, वो आप नाम नहीं लेंगे तो लोगों को पता नहीं चलेगा? नहीं, बताइए मुझे, आप हिंदुस्तान की जो 120 करोड़ की आवाम है
आप नाम बताइए, मैं नाम लेता हूं.
आप नाम नहीं लेंगे, राकेश सिन्हा साहब ने नाम नहीं लिया है तो अपराधी नहीं माना जाएगा. आप इस विचार से बाहर निकलिए.
नरेंद्र मोदी को भी
अपराधी माना जाएगा, आप नाम नहीं लेंगे तो भी अपराधी माना जाएगा. आपकी पार्टी में कितना अपराधी है आपको पता है?
जितना कीचड़ नरेंद्र मोदी पर उछाला गया, हिंद महासागर का कीचड़ कम पड़ जाएगा. द वे नरेंद्र मोदी हैज बीन डेमोनाइज्ड फॉर ए डिकेड,
फिर मैंने आप
उसमें हिंद महासागर का जो कीचड़ है वो भी कम पड़ जाएगा।
फिर मैंने आपसे कह दिया कि आप बात समझने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं। आप दलीलों से कोई फर्क पड़ने वाला नहीं है। आप आरएसएस के विचारक हैं।
श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी वर डेमोनाइज्ड।
मैंने कहा आप भारत के विचारक नहीं है, आप आरएसएस के विचारक हैं, आप एक दल विशेष के विचारक हैं, आप एक मानसिकता विशेष के विचारक हैं। आप
श्री गुरु जी को मोहन भागवत जी डेमोनाइज्ड।
आप एक खास आइडियोलॉजी के विचारक हैं। आप
विचारक क्या बने?
किसी भी टाइप की आइडियोलॉजी फॉलो कर सकते हैं सईद हसीन वकार। आई डोंट थिंक इवन यू बिलीव इन दिस फैक्ट। एनीबडी इज अलाउड टू फॉलो एनी काइंड ऑफ आइडियोलॉजी if that's not attacking or targeting the other side. If it's all inclusive or if it is tolerant to the other side, what's the problem? So let's not go there on whose ideology is what. Saeed Haseem Waqar, next to you, and we say good evening to Tariq Siddiqui as well. And this question, one after the other, maybe you both can take, because this is what Mr. Waqar, your party chief, has been quoted as saying, that the BJP victory in Uttar Pradesh is a big lesson for those who cheated Muslims for the last 70 years. So are you holding the SP, the BSP and the Congress then responsible for cheating Muslims for 70 years? Is that the reason behind this mandate? Do you accept that this is the reason behind the mandate? And if that is the case, then when the people have put in their faith, should you also not step back and see how this plays out? Saeed Haseem Waqar and then Tariq Siddiqui, please.
नहीं, देखिए सच्चाई की बात तो यह है कि पिछले, हाँ, मैं खाली आपसे ईमानदारी से कहना चाहता हूं कि जब देश आजाद हुआ था उस वक्त हिंदुस्तान में नौकरियों में मुसलमानों की तादाद क्या हुआ करती थी, और आज आप देख लीजिए 70 साल में हिंदुस्तान में नौकरियों में मुसलमानों की तादाद कहां पहुंच गई? 0.01% में पहुंच गई। इसके लिए जिम्मेदार वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने मुसलमानों की बात तो की, मुसलमानों को ख्वाब तो दिखाए, मुसलमानों के लिए काम करने के जिक्र तो किए, लेकिन काम नहीं किया और पीछे ढकेलते गए। हमारी एजुकेशन भी छीन ली, हमारी एजुकेशन भी छीन ली,
अभी तो आप बोल रहे थे राकेश सिन्हा को नाम लेने के लिए,
हमारी इज्जत भी छीन ली, हमारी नौकरियां भी छीन ली।
तो ये
मैं नाम ले रहा हूं आपके सामने, आप मुझे मौका तो दीजिएगा।
अच्छा, चलिए।
70 साल से सबसे ज्यादा हुकूमत की कांग्रेस ने, हम, हमारी पार्टी और हमारे सदर हिंदुस्तान में आज हम लोग जो लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं वो हम ये लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं
उत्तर प्रदेश
हमारी
में,
कौम को एजुकेशन
उत्तर प्रदेश में,
अभी आप
उत्तर प्रदेश में पुलिस की नौकरियां जो है, उत्तर प्रदेश में पुलिस की नौकरियां करते हैं,
लेकिन अगर
पुलिस की नौकरियों में
मत कीजिए, ये सिंड्रोम मत पैदा कीजिए।
ब्यूरोक्रेसी में, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज में, डिप्लॉयमेंट में भेदभाव किसने किया, किसकी सरकार ने किया, ये भी आप साफ कहिए। Now, calm down, gentlemen. We are veering away. Calm down, gentlemen.
125 crore people.
Calm down. My point is, Tariq Siddiqui, you have to accept.
No, Anand,
No, you have to accept one thing. Please, sir. No, all of you, all parties. No party today. Please, no party today. Until unless they act in that manner, can be truly called secular. You can't wear this secularism ka choga when you are.
उसमें सब्र से सुनना भी
Hang on. रुकिए तो सही, तारिक साहब बोले। तारिक साहब आपके साथ बैठे हैं, उनको भी तो बोलने दीजिए। आसिम वकार जी, मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ
नहीं, जिनको आप कट्टरपंथी कह रहे हैं, आप हमारे ऊपर कट्टरपंथी का आरोप लगा रहे हैं, आप हमारी पार्टी को कट्टरपंथी कह रहे हैं, मैं उसी कट्टरपंथी पार्टी का नुमाइंदा हूं।
क्या कह रहा हूँ, आपने अपना पोजीशन साफ कर दिया, आप AIMIM से है, आपने साफ कर दिया कि आपका इंटरेस्ट सिर्फ मुसलमान कौम है, मुस्लिम कौम है, आप उनके लिए काम करना चाहते हैं, तो आपने अपने आप को कम्युनल ठहरा दिया। ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, कम से कम आपने अपनी पुष्टि तो कर दी अपने पोजीशन की। चलिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि आप जिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी से आगे जाके जब आप चुनाव लड़े, जिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी से चुन के आए, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप पूरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के लिए काम करेंगे, सिर्फ एक कौम के लिए नहीं। जब तक आपका ये वायदा है, बात वहीं रोकते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं। सुनिए तो सही, सुनिए, आप मेरी बात सुनिए। देखिए, डिबेट से भटक रहे हैं, वकार साहब कभी और बहस करेंगे। रुकिए, तारिक सिद्दीकी, माय क्वेश्चन इज सर, you said you played appeasement politics. When I say you, the Samajwadi Party played appeasement politics with Muslims. The BSP played appeasement politics with Dalits and Muslims. My question is, who raised the issue of triple talaq? Who raised the issue of triple talaq? How many years has triple talaq been an evil in terms of social practice? Unfair to the women folk. Who got the votes from the women folk this time just because they stood up and said, we will abolish teen talaq? My point is, sir, It is calm ki baat. If you identify issues in society and address those issues and alleviate the problems of the people, you get the mandate irrespective of what you wear. Whether you wear saffron or you don't wear saffron does not matter to the voter today is what I'm trying to say, Tariq, Syed Asim Waqar.
क्या निजी मामला है?
सैयद आसिम वकार, वो आपके बगल में बैठे हैं, थोड़ा उन्हें तो बोलने दीजिए. राकेश सिन्हा, प्लीज calm down. I'm requesting the two. I'm requesting the two of you. Let's have some decorum on the debate, please. No, you are respected gentlemen. Please allow the courtesy to let others speak. Let's not do this, please. I do not want to use this tone with you, gentlemen. Professor Sinha, please keep quiet. Syed Asim Waqar, please keep quiet. Let Tariq Siddiqui speak. And my question is straightforward. The parties and the people, the leaders who identified issues in society and said we will work on those issues, they have got the mandate. Will you look at Yogi Adityanath's saffron robes, or will you look at what he is instructing and doing on ground? What is important today?
इसका मतलब क्या हो?
अरे सैयद आसिम वकार रुकिए तो सही, मैं तारिक साहब से बात कर रहा हूँ.
You repeat the question because there was a loud voice was there. I could not hear it.
Yeah, my question to you very clear. Yeah, especially when he's sitting right next to you, I know it can be a little inconvenient to you, Tariq Siddiqui. But yes, Asim Waqar has been kind enough to pipe down a bit. My question is, the issue today is the issue that Yogi Adityanath wears saffron robes and walks around in the secretariat, or the issue is what is it that he's going to do? And given by what he has done on day one, do you or do you not think that he's got a mandate and he's got a clear diktat instruction as to what he needs to do, and that is work? Because he can be the maker or the breaker for the BJP in 2019.
I don't know will it be a maker or a breaker of BJP. It's their internal matter. You are absolutely right. They have got a clear-cut mandate. So it's a BJP prerogative to decide the chief minister. As far as we are concerned, we are bothered about the development which has been promised by BJP to the people of Uttar Pradesh. If Yogi Nath ji is the only option, so be it. We definitely give some time to him. Only things which worries Anand ji is like what perception has been built up so far. He was a Hindutva poster boy. From there, transforming himself as a development man. I think it's going to be a tough time, challenging for him if he can transform nothing like it. But in past, if you see couple of the example, whether it is Kalyan Singh ji when he was their chief minister in 92, he has done a contempt of court. He was in jail for that for a day, maybe a token is just for a token. We have seen Uma Bharti ji as a chief minister in Madhya Pradesh. So see, if you see all these examples, it's very difficult for individual to transform completely 180 degree. That's what is going to worry. But having said that, if he's going to,
I don't want to dwell in the past too much.
Welcome
this question
for Uttar Pradesh.
We will put across to Sudhanshu Trivedi. But Tariq, since we've just come to you now, just tell us what have you seen and what is your reading of the last 24 hours? Does it not give you the hope that things may change? Because in the last 24 hours, we've only heard him speak about crackdown on corruption, pulling up and improving the law and order situation in the state, which by the way does need a lot of improvement. And he's spoken about ending the VVIP culture. He's spoken about cleanliness not just in the state but also in the kind of governance. Now, would you not have expected that he would have come out and spoken about a controversial Hindutva? If you say that is the man he is and that is what he's done in the past, there was no mention of that. Ram Mandir, maybe in the manifesto, there was no mention of that today. So does it look like his priorities seem to have changed for now?
Tanvi, it's too early to form an opinion right now in 24 hours because creating a manifesto and then talking 24 hours what he wants to do is always, everybody does very good. Nobody gives the agenda on the day one that I am going to do everything wrong. But then transforming all these things in a ground is what one is going to see. So because when you are in opposition, it's very easy to pinpoint what is going wrong. When you are in power, it's difficult to deliver with the system.
There is still a bit of fear. People are not really sure. That's what Tariq Siddiqui is saying. How much time? before Yogi Adityanath actually manages to win this conference, that his one and only agenda will be development for all?
I think our political opponent should come out of the obsessive mirage of communal politics, rather than, I can say, a dementia of going towards just looking at everything by one angle. It has devastated them since last several years, election by election. But I think because of their blinkered view, they are unable to perceive anything other than that. उसे एक हिंदी में कहावत होती है कि सावन के अंधे को हरा ही हरा दिखता है. इनकी पावर चली गई, इसके बाद भी इन्हें हरा ही हरा दिख रहा है, कोई दूसरा रंग देखने को तैयार नहीं है. मेरी आपसे गुजारिश है कि आप तिरंगा भी देखिए, जिसमें हरा भी है, सफेद भी है और थोड़ा भगवा भी है. इसलिए किसी रंग से आप कोई ऑब्सेशन मत रखिए. आप देखिए, नया रंग देखिए. सुनिए, मुझे पूरी बात करने दीजिए. देखिए, मैंने बहुत शांति से मैंने सबकी बात सुनी है. इतनी देर से मुझे अपनी बात पूरी करने दीजिए. मुझे पूरी बात करने दीजिए. अब आप देखिए, दूसरा रंग देखिए.
तिरंगे की बात कही तो मैं तो आपको दावत देता हूं.
करने दीजिए साहब. देखिए, बहुत देर से मैं आपको भी सुन रहा हूं. अब देखिए, अंतर देखिए, रंग दूसरा देखिए. गायत्री प्रजापति इतने जमाने से मिल नहीं रहे थे पुलिस को. इनकी सरकार में मंत्री जी की भैंस 24 घंटे में मिल गई थी, पर पुलिस मंत्री जी को 24 दिन में ढूंढ नहीं पा रही थी. और योगी जी की सरकार शपथ लेने से पहले मंत्री जी ढूंढ लिए गए. तो दिस शोज द आगाज ऑफ न्यू एरा, the heralding of a new era, that those who are accused of corruption will not be spared. और देखिए, अंतर है भाई. पिछली सरकार में क्या था? एक ही परिवार के हाथ में सत्ता, देखिए उसी के हाथ में पैसा और उसी के लिए झगड़ा. अरे वो मुख्यमंत्री आया है जिसने परिवार ही छोड़ रखा है. पूरे देश और समाज के लिए परिवार छोड़ के जीवन समर्पित कर रखा.
सुधांशु जी, आपने तिरंगे की बात की. आपने कहा कुछ लोगों को सिर्फ हरा दिखता है. मेरा आपसे एक ही सवाल है. कि उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता और देश की जनता का एक छोटा सा डाउट है, उसे आप क्लियर कर दीजिए कि जो व्यक्ति उत्तर प्रदेश की कुर्सी पर भगवा पहनकर बैठा है, उसे तिरंगा दिखता है कि नहीं? इतना आश्वासन आप दे सकते हैं? मेरा सवाल एकदम सटीक है, सीधा है. सुधांशु जी,
इसमें कहीं कोई किंतु परंतु है क्या? हमारी पार्टी का आप जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा एलिगेशन ही इसी बात का लगाते हैं ना भाई, सबसे ज्यादा नेशनलिज्म के लिए आग्रह अगर है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी में. भारतीय जनता पार्टी का एक कार्यकर्ता राष्ट्र के लिए, राष्ट्र के सम्मान के हर प्रतीक के लिए और तिरंगे के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है, इंक्लूडिंग अवर चीफ मिनिस्टर योगी आदित्यनाथ.
समझ के भी ना समझा कर रहे. सुधांशु जी, आप बहुत चतुर हैं, मैं जानता हूं. मैं सवाल फिर से आपसे पूछूंगा कि भगवा पहनकर योगी जी जो उत्तर प्रदेश की कुर्सी पर बैठे हैं चीफ मिनिस्टर की, उन्हें तिरंगा के 3 रंग दिखते हैं ना? क्योंकि तभी सबका साथ सबका विकास होगा. यही डाउट है सबका. अब मैं वापस और क्लियरली आपसे सवाल पूछ रहा हूं.
अगर आपने उनकी पहली प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस सुनी हो तो आपको जवाब खुद मिल गया होगा. उसमें आपको कौन सा रंग दिखा था? उसमें सिर्फ गरीब के कल्याण का रंग दिखा था. बताइए, दिखा था कि नहीं? मगर मैंने कहा ना, जिन लोगों की
जिनको नहीं दिखा वो रंग देखना ही नहीं चाहते, वो सुन रहे हैं. जिनको नहीं दिखा वो सुन रहे हैं. अब वो जवाब देते हैं कि नहीं देखते हैं? वो सुन रहे हैं. हमने तो यही कहा.
आनंद,
अब उन्हें बोलने दीजिए कि उन्हें कौन सा रंग दिखा.
भगत सिंह
पहले दिन उनके काम में उनके प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस, प्रोफेसर सिन्हा,
बड़े लीडर का मर्डर हो गया.
मानस ने कहा है
प्रोफेसर
जागी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूरत देखी. देखिए, जो देखना चाहता वही देखता है.
ये तारिक सिद्दीकी जो आप बड़े लीडर के मर्डर की बात कर रहे हैं, उसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन तो और एक्शन तो इनको लेना ही पड़ेगा. पर आप तो ये इशू मत ही उठाइए. आप अपने इस गवर्नमेंट के एक मिनिस्टर को ढूंढ नहीं पाए 2 हफ्ते तक. उनको तो इन्होंने सरकार बनाने के पहले ढूंढ लिया. So let's not go there. But yes, Sudhanshu Trivedi, this is what Yogi Adityanath has to keep in mind. You can't just go on just tom-tomming about Gayatri Prajapati, because that is something Amit Shah already made it clear will happen. So that had to happen. You couldn't really fall short of that. But you need to, and Yogi Adityanath needs to start ensuring that law and order is improved. And in that respect, I have one question before we wrap up this debate. In 2011, 6 members of the Hindu Vahini were arrested for a string of attacks against the Muslims that included stabbing a man near the graveyard. In 2014, Hindu Yuva Vahini was reported to have listed out a number of Christian families for Ghar Wapsi, and in that case, the police actually came out to say they were keeping an eye out because there were fears about forceful conversions. Then in 2013, there was an article in Open Magazine where Sunil Singh of the Hindu Yuva Vahini was quoted to be saying that Muslims will not be allowed to live in Hindustan. My question to you, sir, is now that Yogi Adityanath has donned the hat of a chief minister, if a situation arises when people like this indulge into criminal activities, will he be able to crack the whip then, sir? This is the assurance that viewers need today. This is the assurance that we would want from the BJP
under the
and
able
Yogi
leadership
Adityanath
of
tonight.
Yogi Adityanath, nobody will be spared. But the cases which you are mentioning, most of them are politically motivated. इसी में क्यों थोड़ा और पीछे जाइए साहब? आपने तो अडवाणी जी और जोशी जी को भी 120B का मुलजिम बना रखा था, मगर उसी सरकार ने फूलन देवी से लेके टेररिस्ट अटैक तक के केसेस विड्रॉ कर लिए थे. मींस आपने वो सिचुएशन क्रिएट की थी कि इन द आईज ऑफ लॉ फूलन देवी वाज क्लियर्ड एंड अडवाणी जी एंड जोशी जी वर क्रिमिनल. So इसलिए मेरा ये कहना है, the politically motivated cases, they were most of the cases of politically motivated, but as far as law and order is concerned, nobody will be spared and nobody will be allowed to take a law in their own
that was being
hands.
fed to the people, and that is something which painted certain people in a particular role. Just because Yogi Adityanath spew vitriol in the past, wears saffron, will he not do good to the people of Uttar Pradesh? Can you make that judgment today? Well, day one says that he is going to do more calm and less talk. He might be speaking more and doing less in the past, but now it's turned around. अब काम ज़्यादा बातें कम होंगी उत्तर प्रदेश में, ऐसा लग रहा है पहले दिन के बाद. Will that happen in the days to come? We'll see, and we'll debate that, and we'll ask the tough questions to the parties. Everybody is here. For the moment, we've got to wind up debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you very much.